So I'm headed into Tell Me at the invitation of Mike McHugh. I think it's general manager now that it's been bought by Microsoft for $800 million a little while ago. Mike used to be CEO and he was the founder, started it. So he has invited me here because I said in a Boomtown post that he had Stockholm Syndrome. In other words, I've accused him of being the Patty Hearst of Silicon Valley for being so cheery about the Microsoft purchase of Tell Me in the wake of the Yahoo fight with Microsoft. So I can't wait to see Patty. Tell me what it's like to be bought by Microsoft. Tell me, Mike. Mike, Patty, how's it going?
Good.
Patty Hearst of the Silicon Valley. Listen, what's the gong? Is it to warn people when Microsoft people come? What is it?
We used to ring a gong every time we had some major event.
Right.
It was actually started by one of the Microsoft guys we hired when we started the company.
Oh, interesting.
And
they know
when
from
we sold
gongs.
the company, we needed a bigger gong. We had
Right.
a small gong, so we
Right.
got this huge gong, and we ran
Right.
this thing when we sold the company.
Really?
Yeah.
And what happened? Did everyone run fleeing like the
No,
Mongols?
it was a huge,
gongs,
like...
gongs have a Mongol kind of feel. Do you know what I'm saying? The invasion of Genghis Khan kind of thing? No? But this is a happy gong.
This
and
was a happy gong, and you can see everybody signed their name on it.
The gong. Do you ring it anymore? What would you ring it for?
We, every now and then, if there's a big thing that happens, we ring
right.
it. Right.
You're going to send one to Jerry Yang?
We'll see.
Oh, we'll see. Now, what are these telephones here? What are these telephones?
These are phones that we use for demoing different
Cool.
applications
Look
on
at-
the Tell Me service.
Look at that. They're digital phones, but look like old ones.
That's right.
That's
They
right.
look like old phones.
And this is a phone box from England, it
That's
looks
right. I
like,
got
yeah?
this on eBay when we started the company.
Wow, cool.
It costs more to ship it than to buy it.
Right.
It weighs a metric ton.
I know. When's the last time you used a public phone? Oh, there's the phone. There's a train going by behind
Yeah.
us. There it is. You still have your headquarters here.
Yeah, that's right.
Great. That's great. You didn't have to move to that horrible Mountain View campus of Microsoft. Sorry.
No, we're here.
Good. And and then the hands, very nice. It's very slow. Okay, let's go in. Let's go in. Mike, let's go in. Look at that's telephone story. Those are all the different telephones, right? Because you're a telephone service.
We are seriously into the phone.
Into the phone, and then
All
over
aspects
here,
of the phone.
there's Justin. Oh, that was Justin Timberlake a second ago. Over here is the new phones, right?
These are some new things that we're working on right now.
Which are?
This is basically a service. This is the sort of the next version of the Tell Me service that we're storyboarding. The idea is you can say whatever you want, say what you want, and you get it.
Right.
So you can say coffee, and you get a list of nearby coffee
Oh,
places,
interesting.
and
You just say it into
traffic,
the phone?
and you see the traffic
Do you have
on
to
the
call
screen.
somebody? You have to call Tell Me?
No, you just push a button on the phone and you say it.
Oh, wow.
You say what you want. So it'll work for people, for businesses, for content.
I like this brave new world.
Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah. Again, more telephones. Very nice. And a keyboard.
Yeah.
This is your place?
This is where I sit, yeah.
Now that you're general manager, you don't get an office. You're a CEO,
Never
right?
had an office.
Never. I'm teasing you.
Yeah.
So here at Tell Me, it looks almost the same as when I was here many moons ago, when you were a Barksdale Group investment. That's right.
That's right, a Barksdale Group investment.
Yeah, Quincy Smith was telling me they've finally broken even with your investment. Finally.
Both Brad Silverberg from
Right.
Microsoft and Barksdale invested at the same
Oh,
time.
wow, that's
Side
interesting.
by
I like
side,
Brad
yeah.
Silverberg. So this is the same thing where you have the train by the train.
That's right.
What's
This
with the
is-
umbrellas?
The umbrellas we used to have umbrellas for our one lone conference room in the previous space we were in, so we didn't get sunburned in meetings because it was outdoors.
Oh, interesting. Oh,
And then when we moved here,
Yeah.
somebody thought, hey, great idea, let's just put happened, organically.
Right. I love
We knew
internet
it,
companies.
everybody went out to Costco and bought these umbrellas.
Everything's so symbolic at internet companies, isn't it? I have none of this. I should get some for my headquarters. Something symbolic.
This is like, a building
Wow.
that's over 100 years old.
Really? What was it before?
It
What was
used
it
to be
before?
an old printing press.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow,
in
it's
Silicon
gorgeous. I love this building. I've
So-
always loved this building that you guys have been in. I'm glad you didn't move.
Valley. Oh yeah, no, we love
Right.
it.
Yeah.
We love it. We actually are expanding up into the space. Friendster actually used to be located
Really?
over here.
We know what happened to them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so what you'll see is as we walk further down, we keep boring through the walls. And
Right. Now, how many people
expanding.
do you have now? How many people do you have?
330.
330. And it's a separate division, correct? Are you
Yeah,
operated-
we're a subsidiary.
a subsidiary. What does that mean?
Well, we are effectively operating as an independent unit.
And then you get to do whatever you want? They let you do whatever
Well,
you want?
pretty much within reason, yeah.
Right.
We're
so
doing
the leash
everything
is
we were
long.
doing before.
The leash is long from Redmond?
Leash is very long.
Right. So you're
Yeah.
doing everything you're doing before, but just with Microsoft help.
That's right. So if we can get things funded now that we couldn't do before.
Right.
So, they bought us because they liked the vision, they liked where we were going, they liked the team. So we're doing all of those things, but
we're doing
Right,
more
it was
of
good
them
you
now.
got to Microsoft because the Goog came in with their little effort.
Yeah.
Yeah, interesting. All right, we'll talk about that in a minute. Okay,
Yeah.
so this is the headquarters, very nice, 300 some people, here in Mountain View, California.
Yep.
Mike, the reason we're here is because I made fun of you for working for Microsoft and saying nice things about working for them, but you're enjoying being a Microsoft subsidiary.
Absolutely.
Right,
We're-
so how important is it for you to develop? I mean, you were a pretty well-known Silicon Valley startup, the Barksdale Group, pretty high-profile Silicon Valley figures, John Doerr involved in the company. What was it like to switch to a Microsoft-owned subsidiary?
Well, there hasn't been much change. We've been continuing to work on all the things that we really enjoy doing. The team, we have 95% of the same team members. We've hired a lot of new people, both from Microsoft and from other companies like AOL and Google. And it's just been, Microsoft has really been impressed with the direction, and they like what we've been doing, and so they've said go do more of it.
So they're leaving you alone, essentially.
Yeah, pretty much.
And they gave you money to reward employees and to act like you're a startup here in Silicon Valley.
Yeah, one of the things that really has impressed me is that the thing that I really care about, the team and the vision, has been something that they've really helped me reinforce. So we had a lot of attention to how we were dealing with the team and how we were retaining the team, how we were bringing on new people. And there's also been a lot of really good backing up of our vision, and so we've been investing in new things and being there's no we don't have to worry as much about our company P&L. We can focus on doing the right thing for the overall business and for the products.
Now, do you think they get the internet? I mean, that's one of the big people are worried about them buying Yahoo and about their they've had a series of not so terrific experiences on the internet so far, and they're sort of getting their clock cleaned by Google in the search area, and in the AOL beat them during their time. What's the mentality there from your perspective?
I think that I think that Microsoft recognizes that there's a lot to learn about the internet still. Microsoft is an amazing software company, and the internet is something that they've thought a lot about how to integrate with software and how to make the internet better with software. I think, though, that said, there's a lot that they recognize they still have to learn.
Right.
And so one of the things that we're trying to do is help lead around where should we go with all this
Right.
stuff.
Now, do you think they'll be a good owner for Yahoo if they manage to get Jerry Yang to stop avoiding them?
I think it could go very, very well. I think there's a great opportunity there. If you think about it, wouldn't it be amazing to take all of Yahoo's assets and Microsoft's assets and kind of take a fresh look at all that and say, okay, so what could we do?
Right.
A many, many billion-dollar bet, real support to make something big happen there, and try to take the internet to a whole new level.
If they took a fresh look, it could be a big blob of lobbiness too.
Yeah, I mean, these things are always risky.
Right.
These big, giant moves, they can go really well. They can be a smoking crater. It really depends on how you look at the whole thing.
Excellent. Okay, Steve Ballmer sent this over, right? This is a tuna tartare that's bubbling. Mike, what do you make of it?
Well, that's dry ice in there, I guess, right?
I don't know. I'm a little nervous.
Yeah, it's going to be cold.
Absolutely.